Good evening, ladies and gents. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. It's dark. Let's see if this fixes that. That's a bit better. How's everyone doing? We are live a little bit later than I was planning, which is fine. They took a little bit of a sharp left turn. But yeah, we're here. We're going to do a couple of hours of Elite. Just chill out the rest of the evening. And yeah, just going to see what happens. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Chris says, I'll stream later. No stream. I take a nap. Chris says, he'll be on in an hour. I wake up. Still no stream. The exact second I power on my PC, Chris is going live. Coincidence? I think not. How's it going, Max? How you doing, alright? Yeah, apologies for today. Been a tricky day today. Doing alright, something to worry about in a second. Yeah, so essentially, obviously as I said the other day, I'm currently kind of living at my parents' 4 nights a week. And they've got a dog, and she's an awesome dog. A couple of weeks ago, she got really ill. It was like all of a sudden, out of the blue. It was almost like she had a stroke that wasn't quite like a stroke. It was really odd. Anyway, long story short, the last couple of weeks, we've been trying to work out what to do and the best way of going about everything, and making sure that she was doing as well as she could. And unfortunately, the last kind of 48 hours just took a really bad turn. So today, my parents made the decision that it was in dog's best interest to have her put to sleep. So that was kind of mid-afternoon that the appointment was. So obviously been spending pretty much all day with the family. Sister came over as well. Yeah, we just been kind of doing nothing really all afternoon. So yeah, as I say, despite all that, I apologise for the lack of, not only the lack of streaming earlier, but also the lack of communication about not streaming earlier. But that's why. So I hope you guys can understand. Obviously, it was kind of completely out of the blue. So, well, it wasn't necessarily out of the blue, but it was a fairly last-minute decision. So yeah, the whole day kind of took a hard left, and obviously everything knocked on from that. But yeah, we're gonna do a couple of hours of stream, just hang out with you guys, play some Elite, and I'll probably go to bed about midnight because I need to be up in the morning and shower and be awake for 11 AM when I have my interview. So that's going to be fun. No, Max, don't feel bad. Like I completely appreciate where you're coming from. I'm in no way wanting you to feel bad for calling it out. I took it as the joke it was intended. It's absolutely fine. But yeah, that's what happened today. Like, that's just me being honest with you guys. So it was very much one of those days where life happened, and yeah, the family took priority. But at the same time, I could have taken 30 seconds to just post up in Discord and let you guys know that the stream wasn't going to be happening as I'd originally planned. So that's on me. I'm glad to be here. Yeah, I did. I messaged Scum after the Discord thing, and again, like that, I took absolutely zero kind of offense or aggravation to. It was a completely legit comment from him. He's trekked across the galaxy to come and join us in game, expecting me to be online, and then I just went AWOL. So I completely get where he was coming from, and I just shot him a message, just explaining what had happened. Yeah, we're fine. Me here, like Doom. Thank you for the light, dude. Just before you go full lurk, I believe it was you yesterday who asked if I'd seen the Binding of Isaac DLC expansion final complete pack that they're doing. I have seen that it's coming. I haven't really seen any details about it, but yeah, it's on the list, trust me. Okay, so we're at Robigo. We earned about 8 million credits yesterday, despite re-kitting slightly. So yeah, I guess today we'll just keep pushing the res site, try and get some more money, get those credits rolling in. Why the Fer-De-Lance? From what I've seen, it's a pretty solid combat ship. Okay, question for you guys. Do you want me to leave the music on in the background, or should we turn it off for the atmosphere in game? What would you guys like me to do? I'm happy either way. But yeah, the Fer-De-Lance, like I say, it seems to be one of the more solid combat ships, and it seems like it's the progression from the Vulture, I guess, in terms of combat ability. But I'm pretty sure it's got a few more hard points on it. I can't remember if it was here or if it's here. Yeah, this is the Vipers. Yeah, I think it's got like 2 medium and 2 small hard points, whereas the Vulture's only got 2 medium. And yeah, I think it's got a bit more like speed and maneuverability on it than the Vulture has. Yeah, that's Max. That's exactly where I'm at. It's like, on the one hand, we can have space and the vacuous nothing that's that. I mean, I can tweak. Like, this is all Popsky stuff, so this is going to be way too bouncy. What we can do... let's put this one on. This is quite a good one for Space Travel Inc. Copy. New playlist. Paste. Let's go with Big Giant Circles. They came in Echo. It's quite a chilled album. I mean, one of the tracks actually appeared on Stranger Things. So it's that kind of dark instrumentally type thing. A bit less kind of chiptune-y than things like Popsky and such. So yeah, we'll go with this. I'm gonna put it on repeat playlist rather than random. But yeah, this should work for just a bit chilled out. It's also just dawned on me that was chiptune ska punk. Yeah. There we go, this is a little bit better. Okay, right. So yeah, we're just gonna go and shoot some things where I'm at. Yeah, how's everyone's weekend been? You guys have all done alright? Wow, that was close. Yeah, I upgraded my armor yesterday as well. We tweaked some of the modules around. We changed my shields. Stuck with the 2 pulse lasers, but we also got like hull reinforcement packs. Got a little bit more armor behind it now. Quite nice. You're right, I picked up some salmon yesterday I'm going to use for a recipe in my cookbook. Nice. Sounds like a plan. I'm going to sit that on before we get to the press site, because that screwed me up the last time. Lost half my hull integrity to crashing into asteroids because I couldn't see them in the dark. Logics. As I moved up north, I forgot how much I love fish. Okay. Hey, Steve, there he is. How's it going, dude? Yep, asteroids. Didn't realize how good I had it in Florida with the fish selection. Okay. Is it a bit lacking up north then? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am really quite nervous about this interview tomorrow. I really, really want it to go well. Considering how the last couple of months has gone. Really like this to go well. Just catch a break, you know? What's the job? It's a QA test engineer for Codemasters. Be pretty awesome. But it is, like, from the job description, it's quite a big step outside of my previous experience, I guess. So I'm panicking about it. Worrying that I've bitten off more than I can possibly chew. But it's a job that I applied for originally back in at the end of December. And had an email back start of January saying that they'd had the CV or the application and they wanted to get me in for an interview, which was ace. But then, like a week later, I had a second email from them saying that unfortunately the workload had changed, so they were no longer hiring for that position, but they'll keep me on file. So then, you know, I kind of went into, oh, well, yeah, probably not going to happen now. So, fun. And that was like the last I heard of it up until about 2 weeks ago, when I had another email come in saying that job that we were hiring for before that we had to cancel, we're now hiring for it again. So yeah, booked in for an interview. It was supposed to actually be on Friday, like Friday just gone. But again, I got an email from them on Thursday night saying that unfortunately they'd had to reschedule it, and was I available this coming week. But yeah, so I've got an interview tomorrow at 11 AM, which I'm super excited for. But yeah, because it's, like, you know, I've got a decade of retail experience, and then I've got 2 months, well, not 2 months, sorry, 9 months at my last job, which was more tech-based, but it wasn't really QA related. And now I'm stepping into this interview for a QA job, But yeah, exactly, Max, that's where I'm at. It's like the fact that they not only got back to me originally, but then after the 2-month gap, they have remembered me and actually got back to me again. Is, you know, that's kind of what I'm hanging some hope on, I guess. Because, like, I honestly can't remember exactly what the application was. I can't remember if it was just a CV or if it was an application form. But if it was a CV, then obviously I was honest on my CV about my experience. So they've looked at it off of what I put on there, and they're impressed enough to interview and then come back 2 months later. If it was an application form, then they probably would have asked about my QA experience. And again, I would have been honest and said that, you know, I've beta tested games on stream and off stream, and, you know, I've done some bug reporting, basic bug reporting via those beta tests and like early access. And again, they got back to me about an interview and then put me on hold and then got back to me later. So the signs are promising, but I'm still, because of the way I am, I'm doubting myself and worrying that I'm just kind of wasting everybody's time. But I'm going to go into it. I'm just going to be very honest and, you know, answer the questions best I can. And if I don't know, then I'll explain that although I might not know it now, I'm happy to go away and learn it in my own time to prove my ability to do the job. And yeah, just give it what I can. Confidence, yeah. Something that's probably lacking. But yeah, like I said, my interview's at 11 tomorrow, so my aim is to get up at a sensible time in the morning, have some breakfast, have a shower, you know, kind of mentally prep, and then spend an hour or two going over some notes that I've made. Just about like the terms and the programs that are likely to be used and asked about, and yeah, just do some last minute prep. And then yeah, all I can do is give it what I can. If that's enough, then absolutely awesome. And if it's not, then I'll try and get some feedback and go from there. Yeah, I would just really like it to go well. Just after the last couple of months, just like to have some positivity going on. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. God. Yeah, I'm making a mess of him. Where is he? I just want to point at him so I can scan him and then read this chat message. Okay, cool. He's one. He's in a 3-man wing as well. It's going to be messy. Should be fine with them keeping in mind for this long. Seems that they're very interested in employing you. I think it's like that. Like I say, that's kind of what I'm holding on to, is the fact it has been 3 months and they've still taken the time to get back to me. And yeah, that's very much kind of what I'm focusing on going into it. It's not that, you know, I applied and then I harassed them about it and they've given me a pity interview. It's very much them coming to me regarding the interview and stuff. So it's got to be a good sign, right? I shouldn't have picked that fight. A Barry. Fly through here. At me. What we like to hit. I'm not sure actually, it might have been. He was in a 3-man wing, so I don't know if it was him that was kicking my butt or if it was that his 2 wingmates had turned around and started shooting me in the butt. Oh, with the chaff again. And what colour you'll paint your new ship? Ooh, I don't know actually. You paint it with the bloody of those, you just get it. Yep, probably. Pink. I'll paint it the same colour as my suit, yeah. Just for Steve. Special dedication, because I know how much he enjoyed that colour. Yeah, the suit was purple. But it was a very kind of light purple. Technicalities, exactly. Technically correct is the best kind of correct. Yeah. Damn you all and your clean records. There we go. Hey, Castro, how's it going, dude? Hope you're doing alright this evening. Yeah, not too bad. Could be better. But we're surviving. Where's he gone? There he is. Where are you going? Oh, they're not. You were the Fer-De-Lance for curiosity's sake, didn't realise it was also a snake. Ooh, hello. That was a close one, yeah, that escalated quite dramatically. Yeah, we'll head back and trade all this stuff in. Oh. Yeah, that got a bit hairy there. I find it interesting that despite wearing a spacesuit, you kind be breaking me to death. Well, you get life support. I'm pretty sure you can get down. Although no, because yeah, if your canopy hits 0, then you die, don't you? But I think if you hit like less than 10% or whatever it is, it starts a countdown on your life support. I think. I know I've had it happen once. Can't get the travel right in this bit. Keep ending up, like now, like 200 kilometers a second. Just stuck in between the planet and the ring. Just end up like drifting along like this forever. Yeah. Go this way. Boom. Cool, okay. I was expecting Chris to smash into the station and explode on impact. I wouldn't put it past me, honest. Okay. 1.4 mil from that. That's not too bad. How to play. I'm thinking about it now that I've started playing again, and it looks like we're going to spend a bit of time playing. I am considering checking out the expansion. Yeah, I can't see the store page from the Steam in-game web browser. Yeah, definitely considering it, because I've enjoyed like playing the last few days. And like I say, if it becomes a more regular thing, then I imagine we'll get people jumping in the community as well, which would be quite cool. Policy's 30 quid. When's it coming out? Ish. Alright. Okay. I'm not getting the expansion. Maybe down the line. Not tomorrow. Oh, the alpha starts tomorrow. Okay. No, that's cool. That makes more sense. I was going to say, they only dropped a new trailer the other day, didn't they? Oh, why is this frame drive charging? Yeah. Yeah, this game is super nice to just like do this and just chill for a few hours. But yeah, if I get into this as a stream game, we manage to get some of the community in, then we could have quite a bit of fun with it. I think. Maybe. Need something calming to eat up your time. Been playing too much League lately. Ooh. I think I've probably played about 20 hours of League-ish. Did like playing as Teemo. Oh crap. Follow runner. To be honest, that was part of the reason I liked playing as Teemo, because it was funny. But I did alright with him as well. Like, I managed to get the hang of him, and I worked out what skills and what equipment to get when and that kind of thing. Got fairly okay with him for like 20 hours game time. Like, alright, it could have been much better, but for 20 hours game time, it was okay. Yeah, it was one of those games I couldn't see me putting time into to get good at and stay good at it. Which wasn't for me in that respect. It's not really the kind of game you can just drop in every now and then and play because of the skill cap on it. Oh, I need to get fixed weapons. I think that might be what we do. I don't know, the options are try and find somewhere to put fixed pulse lasers on this, or just save the money, get the Fer-De-Lance, and then put fixed lasers on the Fer-De-Lance instead. Then I think it's 50 mil, like 52 mil to buy the Fer-De-Lance, and then I need to kit it out as well. Like realistically, it's probably going to be like 100 mil in total. So the chances are I'm going to be with the Vulture for a little while still yet. I currently have 12.5 mil. So we're like quarter of the way there. And that's just for the ship. Like I say, we then need to kit it out afterwards. So and I mean, like yesterday we streamed for 3-4 hours and we earned 8 mil then. So it's, I don't think it will take that long to get enough to buy the ship. And I mean, I might be able to shift like some of the equipment off of this ship onto the Fer. So it might not be as bad as that. But obviously the Fer's got 2 extra hard points for weapons, so we need to look at what to stick on there. That's going to be more money. Yeah, like it's not going to be this week. I mean, I'm streaming tonight, and then I probably won't stream tomorrow. So then we're looking at like Thursday night, Friday night next week as the next stream time. And then next weekend. We've been out of the ships I want to buy building this game. I'm so excited. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I haven't really got a clue what I'm doing regarding the ships. I'm just going for what I like the look of and what fits what I want to do. But yeah, like obviously a couple of guys yesterday posted some sites and stuff to use for loadouts and things. So I need to start using them. Really. First mini project's gonna be a super speedy Vulture. Yeah, so this is the Vulture. It is a nice ship. It works well for combat as well. Yeah, the only issue with it is it's quite power hungry and you only have the 2 weapon points. That's like the biggest downside for the Vulture as a combat ship. Viper, not Vulture. Okay. Oh, there's a couple of like Vultures and Anacondas in here now. Max speed of 932. Nice. Find some races to get in. Nice. Let's go. The Eagle because it looks cooler but it requires rank. Yeah. Nobody got time for that. Guys pissed off some people already, so we'll come in, swoop in and claim some of the glory. I get in range for the kill scanner. Get the tag in. Oh, he is having a bad day. He's having a really bad day. He had a super bad day. I like that you do get a lot more credits for having the warrant scanner. It's not one of those attachments that just makes it feel like it's doing something. It actually does. Bring it. You fly towards those. You fly towards those Python Anaconda over there. Yeah, well, that goes for you. Green, green, green. Ooh, hello. No. Going on over here. Suicide by Space Police. Oh, I just dropped the warrant scanner before it finished. My right mouse finger twitched. Let go of the button. Yeah. Hi there. Oh, as if his shields came back online. Get out of it. Where's he gone? Okay, so this time we're actually going to go. How about that? I need to remember that the in-game clock is still an hour behind. Safe speed. This is a safe speed.
3,000 meters from touchdown.
Maybe not for everyone else around.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, we overshot it that time.
Contact. Command system shut down.
Another 2 mil. Is Hauser in the same ring as the mission? Which mission, sorry? This is a safe speed. Thunk. Yeah, that wasn't my smoothest. Not my worst either. But not my smoothest. Yeah, so I mean the combat that I'm doing is just a combat zone. It's not really missions as such. But yeah, it's like, so the station that we're in now is on the inside of the planet's ring, and then the site that we're going to for the combat is also on the inside of that planet's ring. So you just like, you're in the same orbit. Let's try that. Let's do a 1-on-1. See, if I had like 4 hard points, I think what I'd do is I'd have pulse lasers as a primary fire. I'd have 2 pulse lasers to take out shields as primary fire, and then I'd have 2 cannons as my second fire group on my right mouse button to take out the hull. I think that's probably how I'd do it. Yeah. That's a big gun, yeah. This is a large hardpoint as well, which is quite nice. Yeah, that's my pulse laser over there, and that's the cannon I've just bought. Yeah, you can get like railguns and stuff as well. Can't preview it though, that's the only problem. Laughs in heavy. Oh. Yeah, we'll give this a shot. I stored the laser in case it really doesn't work out, rather than sell it. Yeah, let's give that a go. I'll take it out for another run. Yeah, we'll leave this as it is for now. If this really doesn't work out, if I end up just wasting the cannon shots, I'll change this to the other fire group.
Make way for oncoming traffic. Restrict your speed.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Multi-cannon, you say? Think we give it a go? I just want to... I want to be able to take down ships a little bit quicker. Like, the shields come down really quick because of the double laser, but then it seems to drag for that actual throwing them bit. There's only 3 heavy, 3 medium. Oh, 3 and 2 medium. Yeah, that'd be nice. See, that's why I'm looking at the Fer-De-Lance instead. Just because of the extra 2 hard points. I think it's still a 2 and a 2. Yeah, like I said, that would mean I could do 2 lasers and 2 cannons. And have a lot more nuke ability. So much always seems. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Yeah, that song's pretty awesome.
Target destroyed.
169k, that'll work.
Frameshift charge detected.
Where are you going? What was that song? That was... No worries.
Scan detected.
Can't tell if this is quicker or not, really.
Target destroyed. Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
Yeah, so it's royalty free. So the artists that I play on the stream, so A Rival, Big Giant Circles, Tiasu, they have all come out publicly and said that the music they create, they are happy for streamers to play on stream with no repercussion. And on top of that, I've actually emailed or like DM'd the artist that I can find the information for. So I have a written response from them saying, yes, it's fine. So yeah, it's why the playlist doesn't really change. Like, it's always the same couple of artists that are on there. And I just add the new albums as they come out. But it is stuff that is safe to play.
Scan detected. Taking internal damage.
Where have all the green on the map gone? Donut break, I know, right? And the has to be royalty free. Muse would be just, yeah, Muse would be great. Yeah, I picked a fight with the wrong ship. These guys look helpful. Put that guy between me and him.
Target shields offline.
Yeah, one down. Yeah, he didn't give up. He was pissed.
Module malfunction.
Oh. Oh. Good. Okay, we're back.
Under attack.
I know. Right in my blind spot.
Scan detected.
Oh, come on, where have you gone? Here you are.
Module malfunction. Module malfunction. Under attack. Module malfunction.
I'd really like my weapons to stop malfunctioning.
Module malfunction.
Right, we're gonna head back after this one. And we'll pair up because this is not going well. Vac ban him. But yeah, Max, back to your comment. Muse would make a pretty cool soundtrack for this, actually. I could get behind that. Their early stuff, especially. I've not really listened to the later albums that much. Showbiz and Origin are definitely the highlights for me. Listening to too much hard bass lately. I'm beginning to wonder how it would be to surf the stars of Galactic Gopnik. There's a few things in that sentence that were lost on me, I'm afraid. One of them being hard bass, and the other one being Gopnik. Mistakes were made. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Could have been a lot worse. Hard bass, strong rock music typically popular in Eastern Europe. Cheeky Breeky being the most. Oh, okay, yeah. Gopnik, Russian food. Ah, okay, I'm with you. Do we get that time? Another mill. See, it's not too bad. Like, this is a pretty good spot for doing this. It's a little bit repetitive. I'm not sure about the cannon. I think we might swap that back over. Feel like the pulse lasers were better. Purely for the setup I've got, like, I'll keep the cannon to use later on. I just feel like the 2 pulse lasers worked better than the 1 and 1. Yeah, exactly. The shield stuck around longer. And I think, like, part of it is that I don't know how the cannons aim properly, so I need to practice with them. But at the moment, I'm just looking to get the ships down as quickly as possible. And again, that's where having the 2, like the 4 hard points would come in, because I just set up 2 lasers and 2 cannons and would just rip through it. See, the Asper's got 6 hard points. So what have I got at the minute? I think I've got 2 large hard points at the moment. Yeah, I've got 2 large. So we could, an option, is to transfer my Asp over here, which would then have 4 small hard points and 2 medium hard points. So we could do 2 medium lasers and then 4 small cannons. Imperial gunship, yeah. I mean, the big issue with this one is the shields. What's that? Shields 113 and armor 378. Doesn't tell me on it. It's mildly frustrating. Yeah, I can't remember what the first got. Alright, I think I'll probably do 1 more cycle. And then I'll wrap it up. Because I do need to be with it tomorrow. Yeah, I really don't want to sabotage myself for this.
Detach confirmed. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
Okay, I'll restrict my speed.
Allow for increased traffic flow in this sector, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging. 4,
Frame shift out of port. Well, yeah. I've got places to go. If I could press the frame shift button as soon as I leave the landing dock, then I would. Damn. Yes, this is quite a nice back and forth. Especially when I remember to point away from the planet and we actually get up to some kind of speed. Too fast! Too fast! I get that, Steve. To be honest, when I do shit like that, I can feel the eye roll coming from your general direction. I've played enough games co-op with you now. I can tell exactly when you're sat there eye rolling at me. I'll never forget that time you threw me off of a cliff in Wildlands. That was a facepalm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty damn funny, to be fair. I have no issue with the fact that happened. Oh yeah, there is a clip. It's just anxiety out of me, like a mum sitting passenger while their teenage learns to drive. Brake, 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 brake. Slams the foot down even though there's no pedal under the foot. Holding onto the handle as well, like one hand up here, one hand on the front of the seat, kind of gripping for dear life while slamming their foot through the bottom of the car. How have the volume levels been the last couple of streams? I made some adjustments and added some filters to the microphone to try and just improve the general kind of overall sound quality. I think there should be a lot less kind of keyboard clicks coming through on the mic now. But at the same time, I've put a cap on the microphone volume. So the microphone input on OBS never hits red. It's like it peaks at the very top of yellow. Totally fine, awesome stuff. Voice is noticeably smoother. I mean, that's just my voice, you know, that's nothing to do with the settings. Yeah, it was just some little things like I was watching some random videos the other week, and one of them was about like Twitch tips or streamer tips that this random guy had wished he'd known when he started. And yeah, one of them was around the microphone settings, and yeah, just put in a limiter on the microphone input, which is what I've done. And yeah, it should never hit that point. And he kind of said it's ideal if you're one of those screaming, shouting streamers, so you don't deafen your audience every time you like get a kill or get killed, because it never peaks into that red. But I was sat there thinking, well, you know, I've noticed mine sometimes jumps into the red when I'm busy, when I'm playing something quite intensely, so I figured, why the hell not? You know. Welcome to Starseeker Radio. I'm your host, Chris Aguirre. That kind of thing. Shoot me now. Yeah, I don't scream and shout. It's not the kind of streamer I want to be. It's never been the kind of streamer I want to be. And it's why, like, when we do the challenge streams and that kind of thing, and when we do the donation incentives, and, you know, the community picks the game that I play and that kind of thing, I think people are always a little bit disappointed when they pick horror games, because I don't go for the full YouTuber squealing and shouting and falling out of my chair. I just kind of sit, and it happens, but it's all internalized. Like, my freakouts are 99% internal. I think in the last, when we were doing the Alien Isolation stream, player managed to get me a few times by like jumping through the door into the room. And there's some very obvious, noticeable jumps there. But yeah, like, for the most part, things like Five Nights at Freddy's, for example, is one that we've streamed in the past. And people were disappointed because I wasn't doing the stereotypical, oh my god, that thing just jumped out of nowhere. Yeah, I just kind of sat here and had a bit of a jump when it happened, and that was it. Yeah, we're never going to be a highlight reel because we're a squealy, shouty 12-year-old streamer channel. It's not how I want to do it. Twitch Sings was certainly an experience. Yep, honestly, I don't remember much from that stream. Being 100% honest with you guys, I don't remember much from that night. I can remember the start of it. I can remember drinking the egg. I remember some of the costumes that came up. But there's definitely blackout points in that stream. What I do remember is that it was meant to be an hour, and it ended up being about 5 hours. Because you guys were insanely supportive of it, and because I was fairly drunk. Like, I don't remember ending the stream. I have no idea how I ended that stream. Because Claire had gone to bed already. Yeah, I remember you did the tea-infused liquor, and you said about halfway through that it should be done in about half an hour. And you went and checked it, and it was done. And then you got through it. I remember that bit. But yeah, end of the stream, no idea. I don't know how I managed to get out of the monkey outfit and communicate with you guys and shut down the stream without embarrassing myself and go to bed. No recollection of that series of events. But it was a fun stream. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad it went down so well. I'm glad you guys all enjoyed it, and it did what it was intended to do. You know, the support for the charity and for the fundraiser was insane, and that's what it was about. So I'm glad I did it. And I'm glad I don't remember all of it. Because I vaguely remember some of the song selections that were on there, and I'm glad that I don't remember how they went at the time. Because yeah, stuff like Barbie Girl, there was some weird rap songs in there as well, and yeah, there was some very questionable stuff that I am very glad I don't record. Short of a drunken blur. But like I say, it did what it was meant to do. You guys all enjoyed it. I think we raised like £300 for charity on that night, which was awesome. And then we did the leg waxing off of that as well, because we hit that milestone. So we did the leg waxing and then the armpits as well, because we cleared the milestone whilst I was waxing my legs. So yeah, it was like the whole thing, the whole series of events, ace, and I'm glad I did it. But there's a reason I don't do karaoke very often. And after that stream, you can probably realize what that reason is, all I'm saying. So, still chuckle every time you think about it. I'm okay with that. Like, that's a win for me, honestly. Like, it sounds really cliche. I've been doing this way too long. I've been doing this a lot longer than people probably think, considering where the channel is in regards to size and viewership and all that crap. I've been doing this a while. I'm fully aware that I'm not going to make it big. You know, we're not going to be the next big stream. And I'm okay with that. So every single stream I come into it and I'm like, if I can just make one person's day better, if I can just get someone to smile at something stupid that I do and their day is better for it, then I'll take that as a win. Like, I would love it if the channel blew up in a controlled way so I could still chat with you all the way I am now. But if the channel blew up and I was able to do this for work, even just for like a year, and pay off my debts and get set up, that would be amazing. But that's a big if. So as it is, if I can just come in and make one person's day better and give them a smile in a crappy day, then I'll take that as a win. You know? And now, like, after the last kind of 6 months, it's something that I feel I need to get back into just for my own sanity. It's like, there's people in here, like there's people in this community that I have never met in real life, that I've never phoned up and talked to. I only know them through the stream. But I'm close enough friends with them, or I feel like I'm close enough friends with them, that they know more about me than some of my IRL friends do. And at the moment, with the way things are going in my personal life, I need that. As selfish as it sounds, like, I need to be able to have those people. And I guess I feel like, even though I'd class us as friends, I'd still feel bad just like messaging them randomly after a month and being like, so I'm in this shit situation, I need some help. So I guess the stream is kind of my way of earning that opportunity and earning that friendship with that person and giving them something back, because there's not much I can do, not much I can offer to people really, other than like a shoulder to lean on when they need it. You know, I don't have artistic skills, I'm not massively reliable when it comes to being around. So if I can do the stream and those people come in as and when they can and find some enjoyment in the day, then that kind of makes me feel more confident in that relationship, I guess, and being able to turn around and say, you know, I need help. I need to talk about something. Even though that person might have no, like, that's entirely me projecting onto that friendship, and that's my own worries, and that's a whole other bag. But yeah, it's me giving something back to those people that are around and are wanting and willing to help me. If that makes any sense whatsoever.
Target shields online.
I think the most fun part about it was that you were really into it. That was the alcohol, I can promise you that much. Which got a lot of viewers really into it, and it was just constantly, yeah. And that's the thing, like, we had some bit stuff going on, like, people were not bits, but like, we had little donations and little donation war type stuff, and it was good. And like, again, that's kind of what I was hoping for. We had, you know, donations to request songs for me to do, and it, like, I got into it mostly because I was getting drunk, and partly because I knew that I needed to get into it. Like, that was way outside of my comfort. Like, even just, being honest, even just sitting here and streaming and talking to you guys for the hours that I stream, you know, that's outside of my comfort zone. I'm normally just shut down, keeping to myself, and that's it. So the fact that I'll sit here for 3, 4, 24 hours chatting to whoever's willing to show up and listen, you know, that's a big step for me. And I think that's another reason I like doing the stream, because it does push me to do that. But going into like Twitch sings and doing karaoke, and I feel like I can't sing shit anyway. I only ever really sing in the car or in the house when I'm on my own, and I can turn the music up loud enough to cover my screeching. So to do Twitch sings in front of the 20 or however many people it was that showed up, and people that, you know, I knew would come back another day and remember the event and talk about it, you know, that was a big thing. But I knew that I needed to get into it for it to work. So I forced myself to just get on with it. Obviously, you know, Claire was there pushing me to do it as well. We had the drinks and the donation incentives, all that kind of fun stuff. So, we also had some, personally, I like the small scale stream, but I'd love to see nothing more. That's the thing, like, I say I would love the stream to like blow up. I would love the stream to kick off and be able to do this even like as a part-time earning money to pay some of the bills type deal. You know, I'm not expecting to be Ninja or Lupo or whatever, and, you know, buy a mansion or 5 and be on TV and all that kind of crap. Unrealistic. But, you know, if I could earn enough to pay my phone bill every month, then that would be ace. But at the same time, I don't want to hit that point if it means losing the community aspect. So I'd love to hit that point, but still be able to have, like now, have a one-on-one conversation in the chat. You know, be able to ask you about your day and have people that's names I recognize every time they come in, and remember what they were going to do yesterday and ask them about it. Obviously, the bigger the channel gets, and this just goes for every channel, the bigger that channel gets, the harder that is to maintain. So yeah, I would love the channel to blow up. I would love us to get to a point where I can pay a couple of my bills every month from the stream, but not at the cost of losing the interaction and the community aspect that we've got now. Oh, this is an anaconda. I was not paying attention. I was busy chatting away then. Gonna be all deep and meaningful and stuff. This was a mistake. this I'm gonna regret.
Taking damage. Shields offline.
I'm out. This is gonna hurt. Boost. Help. I've put my weapons away. I've taken all the pips off of my weapons. I am just trying to run away now. Mistakes were well and truly. Feels mood gone. Run! Don't fly at him. I was going between the asteroids. Yeah, I know. Some greens over here. Go this way. Okay, he's not. Oh, he's picked a fight with someone else. Basically, wasn't paying attention and smacked the buffest guy in the room. Yeah, pretty much. The best description of what the hell just happened. Shields down.
Target shields offline.
There you go. Target that power plant. Not target it face on though.
Taking damage. Shields offline. Taking internal damage. Current integrity at 50%.
He's taking damage. Someone's hitting him. Cool. Power plant's down. All the lasers. Nice. Like 260,000 for that one. But now we run away. Does that hurt? Because I'm a munchkin. Now that the danger's past, that conversation we realize I've been watching an interactive stream longer than my roommate. Why is my landing gear down? Did that like the last half of that fight with my landing gear down?
Drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
The panic button mashing, yeah, pretty much. I think I was trying to find the hotkey to change the sub-target. I wanted to stop targeting the power plant because it was destroyed. I started pressing buttons. That's the kind of thing I want to set up the voice commands for. Then you just tell voice command to target next sub-target or subsystem or whatever it is, and then it does it. On this episode of Will Chris Rack. Yes, yes you will. Almost definitely. Wait, what?
Frameshift drive charging.
That's not where you're meant to drop out.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Why is it kicking me out so far away? Unless my drive's damaged, I suppose. Hardly possible.
Charging. 4,
Pass.
2, 1. Engage.
Safety cooldown. Could be. average speed. Fine.
Landing gear deployed.
No idea where my docking bay is.
Reduce speed to 100.
And booth through the mail slot. I did think about it. Brooke with the raid. Dude, thank you so much. How are you doing? And the host as well. Welcome everyone from Brooke Stream. Hope you're all doing well. Hope we treated you okay. It can be a little bit questionable sometimes. Dude, how was your stream? How we doing? We're doing alright over here, dude. How about yourself? We got doing a bit more? How to play? Yeah, 16 mil. Good streams, getting a 30 tonight though. You got a busy week ahead. Probably not. Fair point. Well, thank you for the raid, dude, and the host. I'm glad your stream went well. How's things going? Yeah, not too bad. I'm quietly stressing about my interview that I've got tomorrow. I need to get elite for Llama weekend. I mean, a lot of the Llama guys are playing it now. Yeah. I'm on 16 and a half. I need 51 just to buy the ship. Yeah, the game is pretty grindy. I mean, all we've done tonight is like leave this station, fly to a combat site, kill some things, wait until we need to come back and repair, sell bounty credits, and then rinse and repeat. We've done 2 hours of that. And like, I've enjoyed it, but it's like, that's what we've done. It's grindy. How much money have I made? So tonight, so in 2 hours, I've made about 5 million credits just from shooting things. I need 51 million credits to buy the ship that I'm looking to upgrade to, and then probably about the same again to upgrade it. I haven't done wing slaughter missions. Yeah, I can't get, like, there's no missions at this station. But yeah, that's one way of doing it, isn't it? Like, you team up in a wing, and then you get, like, the side credits. Yeah, probably about 2.5 mil an hour-ish. I think you need 50 mil, yeah. I mean, it's just where we are at the minute. Like, there's, again, if you wing up, then the combat's quicker. I'm having to come back quite a bit because I'm picking fights with ships that are much bigger than I am, so I'm taking quite a lot of damage, and that's just me being a bit foolish. But obviously, if you wing up with other people, you've got that extra firepower there, so the ships die quicker. You take less damage because there's more people there. You can do them solo, you just fight multiple ships. Okay. But yeah, like Brooke, I'm thinking I'm probably going to get into this a little bit going forward on the stream. To be honest, the last couple of streams that I've done where we've played Elite, they've done really well. And I'm enjoying the game, and there's quite a few people in the community that are playing the game fairly actively. So it'll probably be a bit of a focus for the stream for a little while. But yeah, Llama, like I say, a lot of the Llama guys are playing it now. So there'll be people around. Basically what you're doing now, just more cash and influence. Yeah. I mean, more cash is always a good thing. Definitely have to look into it. My only issue is I can't really invest too much time into anything grindy. MCSE is enough. Yeah, that it is. I keep thinking of reinstalling that. And then I load it up and I'm like, I've got no idea what I'm doing anymore. I've got no idea what to focus on. And then it's a bit much. So I uninstall it again. Can you pay to win in this? No. No, there is a real money store, but it's purely cosmetics. I don't know if I can show it on this one actually. Yeah, this one. So if I go down here, I'll show you the kind of stuff. But yeah, it's purely cosmetic stuff. I think like the Llama group, there's already a couple of fleet carriers around. But yeah, like there's a regular group of Llama guys that like they'll do transport missions. So they'll do mining and transport, and you'll have obviously the guys doing the mining, and then the transport ships, and then you'll have the wingmen and the the fighters around them. Because they're all in a wing, they all get the credits for everything. So yeah, they're earning like 20-30 million an hour easy. But yeah, so the only way you can upgrade your stuff is by playing the game. So this is the real money store. So yeah, you have to buy the arcs, which is the currency, and then you can use it for paint jobs. So I've got 437 arcs. I don't even know where these came from, to be honest. But to put it in perspective, this paint job for this ship is 2,220. And then as you get to the more detailed ones, they go up. But this is just for this ship. Like these paint jobs are just for this ship. So as soon as you swap your ship out, this paint job isn't there anymore. Weapon detailing. So you can do fancy laser colors. You can change your engine color. So the trail behind you can change the color on that. And then you can change the voice for your AI as well. And you get a couple as freebies. And then, yeah, it's like 9,000 credits to buy the custom ones. And there's decals as well. So you can buy decals to show your loyalty to a political faction or, whatever you want to do. And these are a lot cheaper. But yeah, so that's the kind of stuff you can buy. There's cockpit accessories as well, so you can buy bobbleheads. And they sit on your cockpit so you can see them when you're flying around. But again, it does nothing for the game. It's purely a cosmetic feature. And yeah, they're like 6,500 arcs. You can buy nameplates as well. So for 2,250 arcs, you can buy the nameplate decals. No loot boxes or anything like that. It's very much you buy what you buy. There you go. 13,500 arcs credits. You can buy a Vulture Raider pack. So you can get spoilers and stuff as well. Jeez, I didn't even realise this. I didn't realise this was a thing. But yeah, so to buy the arcs, I'm not going to buy them. So... okay, I mean, it's still expensive because it's money for cosmetic stuff. But it's not horrendously expensive. I mean, you've played, like, obviously you're playing MCOC, so you've got an idea of, you know, the transactions in that. So 51,000 arcs is £25. So it's still expensive because it's purely cosmetic. But yeah, like to buy this pack would be 13.5. So to do that, you could buy their level 3 pack, which is 16,800, and that would be £10. So that's kind of where you're at in regards to the transactions. It's not terrible. It's still £10 for purely cosmetic items just for this ship. As soon as you swap ship, you can't use those decals. You can't use those raider spoilers. I'd say for £9, it's worth it, easily. But you have to be willing to put some time into it. I think the Commander Deluxe, you maybe get some decals, like some ship customizations and stuff. That might even be where those arcs points came from. I honestly can't remember what comes with the season pass. Does it tell you what comes in the season pass? Yeah, I must admit I'm looking forward to Llama Land Weekend this year. But I could do with that. But yeah, the big focus at the minute is just getting through this interview tomorrow. That's kind of where my attention is at the moment. I really want you to go well. Yeah, I'll definitely keep you in mind, dude. I mean, yeah, at the moment they haven't asked for any references or anything like that. It's... oh no, trust me, Steve, I'm not gonna put anything into cosmetics at the minute. I'm just looking. Until I get to like end game and I have a ship that I live in, I'm not even gonna consider putting any money into purely cosmetic stuff. But yeah, Brickets, I think they're going for the interview first and they'll do the references and stuff after that. So I'll definitely keep you in mind for it, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, the interview's like up to an hour and a half, and it's just like I'm at that point where I want it to go well and I'm gonna give it everything I've got. But I'm doubting that I am able to fill an hour and a half interview with the knowledge that I have. So yeah, I'm doubting myself with the way it's gone for the last couple of months. I'm just massively self-doubting. But yeah, the interview's at 11 o'clock tomorrow on Teams. So I'm going to try and get up at a sensible time, like have a shower, actually eat some breakfast, which is rare for me. Do some reading on some of the notes and stuff that I've got. And then yeah, just try and go into it and sell what I can. Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, to be honest, about 2 minutes before you drop that lovely raid in, which I very much appreciate, I was saying I was going to probably wrap it up when we get back to the station. And then you drop that raid, and I'm like, well, that awkward point now. Where do I just abandon the 9 people you very lovingly brought across with you to stick to the plan, or do I do another round? I think part of the concern with the interview is that because it's Codemasters, and I'm not really a petrol head. Like I know enough. I probably don't know enough, to be fair. I know a little bit from like playing Need for Speed and playing Dirt and that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm definitely not a petrol head. So yeah, there's lots of self-doubt going on, and I'm trying to, I guess, focus on it now so that I can just deal with it, and then tomorrow I can go into it having done the self-doubting bit. I think that's kind of my plan. But yeah, I mean, like, all I can do is be honest. Like, if they ask me a question and I don't know, then I'll be honest about it, and I'll say, you know, I might not know it now, but I am more than happy to go out in my own time and learn what it is you need me to know. And yeah, just kind of go down that route. I'm not gonna BS it. I'm not gonna be like, oh yes, I know what that thing is, and then, you know, they hire me and I turn around and say, so that thing I said I knew, what the is it? You know, I'm not gonna play that game. I'm gonna be honest about it. I'm gonna upsell the skills that I have. I'm gonna be honest about the skills that I don't. I'm gonna be honest about my experience as far as like games testing and that kind of thing goes. Yeah, that's all I can do. And as you know, as Max was saying earlier, the fact that they kept me on file for 2.5 months, and then they came back to me to ask me if I was still up for an interview, given that it's either off of my CV, which is, you know, a decade of retail and then 9 months at Focus Vision, or it was off an application form that would have included my CV and then had a brief description of like the early access and the beta testing that I've been lucky enough to do thanks to the stream. The fact that that's what they ran off, and they still came back to me after 2 months to ask me back for an interview, that's a promising sign. In that I haven't oversold my ability. Or I could be completely wrong, and it's gonna go really badly. But I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna give it what I can, and if it goes well, it goes well, and I'll be extremely happy. And if it crashes and burns, then I'll deal with that. Confidence, Chris. Yeah. But no, like, I mean, obviously you guys have been crazy supportive. I've got a few people on messages that are being supportive about it. The family's being supportive. So Like it's just me self-doubting. That's what it is. But I'm getting out now because that way it's done. That's my thinking. You know, I'm talking about it to you guys. I'm not looking for Dude, Brooke, I can appreciate that. Thank you again for that raid. It's appreciated. Thank you for swinging by. Thank you for the chat. And yeah, I will keep you in mind. Good stuff. I hope your work week goes okay. And yeah, I'll give you a shout afterwards. I'll let you know how it went. But yeah, like I'm not talking about this in this way looking for sympathy. This is where my head's at. Like, this is what's currently going on in my head. And I think because of everything going on in real life at the minute and the way the year has been so far, like, whether you like it or not, you guys are my crutch. So I think, you know, we're not going to become a therapy stream by any means, but I think there probably will be a bit more of this kind of thing, and there will be very open and honest conversations. And I ain't no one's crutch. Yeah, fair point. But yeah, like, something we're gonna get real now. I think I'm done with the game for tonight. I think we're gonna have this little conversation and I'm gonna head out. So I fully understand if people want to head out now. We are done with the game, so thank you very much for hanging out. If you want to stick around for the next like 15-20 minutes whilst we have this conversation, then that's awesome. But if you don't want it, I completely understand and appreciate it. Let me... Bed, sleep, breakfast, and outlet. Yes, that is the plan. Let me switch to this screen. She's message, I need to sort that out. Yeah, so that's running. Close that. What's going on over here? Okay. Cool, that's done. One of those. Cool, okay. No, that's cool. But yeah, so one thing I've learned, especially over the last couple of months, that I need to talk more, generally. Like, I'm the kind of person who shuts down and internalizes everything when things get difficult. And that goes for every situation, whether it's work, whether it's home, whether it's relationships, whether it's confrontation, like whatever it is, I internalize everything and then process it in a way and then talk about it. So one thing that I've decided I need to try and do is talk more and not overthink things as much. And considering, you know, the lockdown situation, considering my situation at home, you guys are my social interaction 90% of the time. And that's what I meant earlier, like the friendships that I've built through Twitch over the last 9 years. you guys know more about me than like friends that I know in real life. And for the most part, I feel like I can be honest with you guys. And yeah, it will lead to situations where we maybe just boot the stream up and just have a just chatting stream, and it's just 15, 20, 30 minutes of me talking to you guys about what's going on. Or it might be a random 5-minute conversation midstream. I guess what I'm trying to say is when those conversations happen, I'm not doing it as a sympathy vote. I'm not doing it as a way of trying to manipulate anybody, I guess. I'm doing it because I feel comfortable talking about that stuff with you guys. Especially at the moment, the stream numbers have been going up, which is great. But for the most part, the people that interact are the veterans of the stream. It's people that have been around for years. And you've seen me at highs and you've seen me at lows. And some of you more than others. Some of you have more of an idea of what's going on than others. And that's a decision that I've made for several reasons. But like now, the people that are here, I feel comfortable talking about this with. And this is very much my outlet. Like I don't have a huge group of friends around me in real life that I can, video call on a Friday night and have this conversation with. I don't have a list of people waiting to meet up when lockdown finishes. So in order to try and stop overthinking in my own head 99% of the conversations that I have on a day-to-day basis, I want to try to just be more open and talk about things as they come into my head. So sometimes this will happen, and I hope you guys are okay with it. And like I say, I'm not doing it as a "oh, pity me, sympathy me" kind of deal. It's just, I think if I'm to improve myself as a person and work on myself going forward from where I am now, it's something that I need to be able to work on in real time, and that means that you guys are probably going to get the brunt of it. And yeah, I hope you guys are okay with that, and I hope you understand it. And yeah, I'm not saying that it's going to be every stream. I'm not saying it's going to be, right, let's dedicate half an hour every stream to have a deep and meaningful heart-to-heart. It's not what I'm trying to do. But yeah, it's been a difficult year for everybody. And again, as those of you who are around whenever it was, Friday night, Saturday morning, when I did the stream and explained what was going on in my life at the minute, there's been some pretty big dramatic changes over the last couple of months. And I don't want to end up in a situation where I've forced myself to be this person on stream and then someone completely different when I'm on my own off stream. And part of dealing with that is obviously crossing the two together. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I appreciate every single person who's here. And like, I mean that. And you know, just to cover this base, I want everyone that's here now kind of listening to me ranting on, I want you all to know that there's no risk of me doing anything silly off stream. You know, I'm not planning on disappearing off the face of the planet or anything like that. But times are hard at the minute, and some days are okay and other days are difficult, and I'm trying to deal with it the best way that I can. And yeah, these weekend streams, you know, even when it's just 1 or 2 people, are incredibly helpful in restoring some sense of sanity to the madness that's been the last couple of months. So even if you pop in at the start of a stream and let me know you're lurking, that's awesome. If you're able to chat through the entire stream, that's awesome. If you retweet when I post I'm going live, all the social interactions, that's all awesome, and I appreciate that. And you know, I think we've got 2 Patreon subs at the minute, and I appreciate that. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's me being completely open and honest, guys. It's that some days are really shit, and some days are good. And I'm gonna try, even when I'm having a shit day, I'm gonna try and focus more on the good side of things, for the purposes of not just turning into a place of negativity. But there will definitely be times when that negativity seeps in, and when that happens, I want to try and talk to you guys about it as it happens, as long as you guys are happy for me to do that. Yeah, Steve, I completely believe that. That's reason enough not to do anything, you know, just having to deal with you off stream as well as on stream. That's a line I'm not willing to cross. Can't speak the whole stream, but you've been a place of peace and respite for years. Dude, I appreciate that a lot. And I guess part of it comes down to like the Discord server. Like, we're a small channel, we're a small community. I'm under no illusion that that's not the case. And part of the reason I scrapped the old Discord server is because we had like 100+ people in there, but we had no day-to-day conversation. When I posted I was going live, nobody interacted with it. Still only had like 1 or 2 viewers. Like having 100 people in the Discord server, like seeing the messages as they happened. So I decided to write that server off and was like, so either people have muted it completely, which defeats the point, or people that are in here aren't interested in the stream anymore, which is fine, but it defeats the point. So I scrapped it and deleted it, and then I made a new one and advertised that new server to anyone who was still coming to the channel. And obviously it's a lot smaller server now, but the people that are there are the people that are interacting with the stream more, which is the entire point. But there's times when, again, like the Discord server just doesn't have anything going on. And at the end of last year, I think I've said this before, at the end of last year, the kind of plan with the big fundraiser was to finish up in December and then honestly look at that being the end of the stream and kind of go out with this big bang for the fundraiser, and then maybe do the occasional impromptu stream, obviously hang out with people from the community that wanted to off stream, just like playing games or chatting or whatever. But that was going to be the end of any form of scheduled stream. And then everything happened. Obviously, December I didn't stream at all, and I've only just started coming back, not even on a schedule, but streaming once a week. Because I need to do it. I need some sense of normality in what's going on in my life at the minute. The thing that I have the most control over is the stream. I feel like I'm good at it. I feel like I've got a fairly decent setup for it. You guys keep coming back, so I'm obviously doing something right. But yeah, I just need to be doing something that I feel I'm good at and I have control. So I came back. And it's not ideal, and there's things that I'm frustrated aren't available anymore, like silly little things like the green screen, and the setup's not quite right, but I'm trying to adapt around my parents, who have been incredibly supportive and generous and let me essentially move back in here for over half the week. Paid one of the spare rooms they had and moved my PC and all of the keyboard and mouse and cables into my mum's office room from when she's working at home. So I'm trying to have that sense of normality, but at the same time trying to have as little impact on the people around me, as I feel like a burden to pretty much everyone around me, which sucks, and that's really difficult. And I'm on antidepressants at the minute. I'm talking to a counsellor once a week. Yeah, it's pretty rough. And I think that's part of the reason I'm so nervous about this interview tomorrow, is it's the first thing that's come across since the start of the year. It's a real positive thing, and it's a real opportunity for me. And I've now been unemployed for a year thanks to this shit show. And I'm doing everything I can to not have to fall back into retail, because I've just had enough of retail. I've done it for over a decade in various forms, and I'll do it if I have to, but I really don't want to. Like, the last job I had, the tech job, was awesome, and I was so gutted when this all happened and I lost that, because that felt like a huge step forward for me. And I think now this interview's come across, I've ended up putting so much pressure on myself internally to do it right. And that's, I think just being positive is difficult. Being like, again, this is getting pretty serious and I apologize. But as a person, I'm fairly negative, especially about myself. I'm very pessimistic in pretty much every situation. Always expecting the worst. Always planning for the worst thing to happen. And yeah, this job has come across, and I applied for it, and I heard back, and I've heard back again and got the interview. And that's amazing. But yeah, immediately it was just, what's going to go wrong? How am I going to screw this up? And yeah, I really don't want that to happen. Because it feels like it's a really, if it goes well, touch all the words, cross all the fingers, if it goes well, I get the job, then it could be a huge turning point. But if it doesn't, then that leaves me as a 34-year-old living back at home with his parents on a sofa bed, unemployed. That's tough. Yeah. That's a tough spot to be in. Yeah, I mean, Steve, like, I honestly, I know I've just said all that and it was very negative. And that, like, honestly, that is where I'm at 80% of the time. That's my internal 80% of the time. But I am trying to look at what could go right. I'm trying to look at what I can do differently and what I can improve and how I can do that. And every now and then something will just trigger and it will be not forgotten, but it'll be pushed to the back and the negative just back again. And that's, like, I think that's just the way my brain works after years of that being how my brain works. And it's something that I want to switch around, and it's something I want to work on improving for my own sanity more than. But yeah, it's finding the starting point. And I think if I can just have one thing go well, then that will be kind of the kickstart that I need to realize that it can be positive. Okay? Getting help when you need it and work towards getting better. It's the best thing you can do, and even if you don't know what you want to do. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I say, I'm on the meds. I've got the counselling. I have a vague beginning idea of a plan on what I need to work on. So that's already better off than I was a few months ago, you know? But at the same time, it's a long way down from where I was. And I think there's just been a lot of really heavy stuff land on me all the time, or in a very short space of time, which has obviously made it more impactful than maybe it would have been if it was spread out. Yeah, I say it. I say it like that. I'm not intending for it to sound like it's a bad thing. I think when I say about having to move back in with the parents, it's more a frustration on my part for my parents because I'm moving back in. And I just feel like I'm in the way. I feel like I'm taking up space. I feel like I'm holding them back from doing things. And it's not anything that they've said, it's not anything that they've done. It's me projecting my worries about the situation. But I kind of do that to the point where I end up starting to believe it. And that makes it harder to stop thinking like that. But I am incredibly grateful that they've let me move back in. And I'm incredibly lucky that I was in a position where they were able to let me move back in. And it's given me a starting point. Yeah, and that is something I've been trying to do, like just little things like doing the washing up, and you know, if I go out during the day when the parents are working, I'll just ask if we need anything for dinner that night or whatever and pick it up on the way. Yeah, I'm trying to contribute where I can. Yeah, it's all weird. The whole thing is just a lot. Yeah. That got a lot more intense than I intended it to when I started talking. And this is what I mean, like, this is what I was trying to get at, is that this is all stuff that I would have just kept internal a few months ago. And then I would have dwelled on it, and I would have dwelled on it, and I would have overthought it and processed it and reprocessed it and played through 1,000 different scenarios in my head and had an entire conversation with myself in my head. And I wouldn't have made any progress because it was all internal. And as much as it's not overly fun as a stream to be doing this, and this is going to be completely counterproductive to growing the stream, and I'm aware of that. But as I said, I feel like you guys as a community are supportive enough of me doing this to at least deal with this bit of the streaming, if not helping with it. And it's also like, I want you guys to know that if the situation's ever reversed, then the community is open to you. Whether it's messaging me privately, whether it's using like the support channel in the Discord, whether it's just asking in chat if you're having a bad day, if anyone's free to talk. Because this year has been shit. I think nobody will forget 2020 anytime soon, despite all of the wanting to forget 2020. And a lot of people's lives have been fucked up. A lot of people are in a very, very different situation to where they were a year ago. And I think the only way I want us to keep the community aspect of the stream. And I know there'll be some people that don't like other people, and I know not everybody's going to get on all the time. And I know some people will say something and other people will have to bite their tongue. But I want the community that we've spent 9 years building and losing and rebuilding and all that fun stuff. I want to keep it as the community, because someone out there will need it. And at the moment, I definitely fall into that category. But I am hopeful that there will come a day when I'm the other side of this and I can return the favor to someone who needs it, because of the stream and because of the community. And as I said earlier, like, as much as I would love the stream to be 1,000 times bigger and stronger and be able to do this 9 till 5 days a week and pay the bills and be comfortable and all that other fun stuff that everyone dreams of when they start streaming, if we can just have one person prove their day for being in the stream and in the community, then I will take that as a win. Hands down. Yeah. That's where I'm at. Yeah. So now that I've depressed everybody at 11:30 on a Sunday night, like I say, I appreciate every single one of you that comes out whenever you're able and just hangs out. I honestly do. It sounds cliche and it sounds really cheesy, and everybody says it because they feel like they need to be thankful for things. But genuinely, I am so thankful that you guys are around. Yeah. Whoa, emotions. Yeah, that. Guys, I appreciate it. Really do. I'm gonna wrap up the stream. I'm gonna get my tub of Ben and Jerry's out the freezer. I'm gonna go upstairs. No, I'm gonna go to bed. Because otherwise Steve will hunt me down and kick my ass. Which is incentive enough. Max, Steve. Yeah. There's a reason Steve's a mod here. Because he bullied me into it. No, yeah, Steve is. You're all awesome. But Steve scares me, whilst being awesome. I'm gonna go to bed. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you guys didn't mind the last half hour, but took quite a turn out of nowhere. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Sorry, Max. Thank you for hanging out. I'll catch you later. I'm calling it. I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you, everyone. I love you all. Hope you have a good week. I'll be back on stream next Thursday night or Friday night. I'm not sure which yet. And I will update in Discord after me. Take care, all the love, all the hugs. I'm out.